Hi, my name is Adnan Hasbi and I'd like to welcome you to day 4 of our $0 to $100 challenge. In today's small little episode, I'm going to talk a little bit about how to set up your profile and also your storefront on Fiverr. But before that, let us study what makes a business and what makes a successful business. That way, we can transfer some of our knowledge to setting up our store and profile. So in a nutshell, back in the day, the brick and mortar stores were very popular. This is where someone or a business owner will rent a particular plot of land. They will spend some money to build the store to their liking. And from there, they will hire a couple of people to help run his store. So in terms of cost, over here, we can see that the rental is relatively high, capex is relatively high, and also staff. So it was very expensive. And the chances of failure was relatively high. But having said that, with the advance of technology and the advance of internet, what's happening right now is e-commerce is getting more and more popular. This is where we can have a virtual store. And by having a virtual store, we don't have to have a physical space. So in terms of rental and capex is non-existent. And in terms of staff member, if we were to scale up, we can opt to still operate it on our own. So in terms of staff costs, it's still relatively low. So this is a much cheaper business model. But on the downside, the barriers of entry for e-commerce is getting lower and lower and lower. And assuming if we are making super profits today selling a particular product, there's no telling what may happen the next week or next month after that, where someone in another part of the world may offer the same services to the same customers. And that's where our super profits may drop. But having said that, despite the increased competition and the lower barriers of entry, what really makes a successful e-commerce store is great products, a great story behind your products, and also strong branding. So upon knowing this, let us set up our Fiverr account. Okay, so right now this is a Fiverr dashboard. I think the first thing we should do is set up our profile. Before we begin, let us try to remember that this is a big marketplace where there are many sellers that may be selling the same product. So the big question that we may have to ourselves is what differentiates us against the other sellers out there? Always remember that when filling up our profile. Do we have more experience? Do we have a better service? Or do we have a better product? Try to remember that and fill up our profile accordingly. So to change the picture, click this particular icon over here and we can see the camera icon. Just click on it and you can pick a particular picture that you like. Aside from that, please fill up what best describes you. As we go lower, we can put a little description about ourselves and what products we are offering. Next, we can pick the languages that we speak. And this is our social media channels, skills, education, and certificate. Over here, I want to remind us over and over again that try to stand out. Don't blend in with the crowd. That way, it is much easier to get noticed. And once we get noticed, that's where we can convert that attention into sales. So I hope that you found this particular episode useful and also easy to understand. And I just want to remind all of us that we are one more step closer towards reaching the $100 mark. So with that, guys, I hope to see you in the next episode.